Hello guys, welcome back to another Boom Beach video. So the other day I joined this task force and my name is Gunners because I was told that I should start getting into task forces. You guys wanted more task force gameplay and I was just like, okay, that's pretty legit. So yes, this is Arsenal, Robert Arsenal's clan. I don't know. I don't watch his videos, so I don't know if this is the legit one or not, but it's a task force for true Arsenal fans, so I guess it is. And because there are like a lot of high level players. Anyway, it's a 25 player task force. You need 400 medals to join, and they want you to have a lot of high level troops. So the lowest guy is 49, so I'm guessing if you're over 50, maybe they'll accept you. Anyway. Yeah, I did my first task force attack the other day for like a whole year. It's been my first like legit task force attack. Like I've done task force attacks within the last year, but my first legit one was like boosting up my statues and actually getting on and attacking it. So we're just gonna go over this, and this was bottleneck, and then I'll go through the current operation. We'll just quickly skim over this to kind of show you the attacks that won it. And task force gameplay is pretty cool. You learn a lot, I'll tell you that much. You learn how to beat places with high amounts of HP and high amounts of damage with low level troops, or low level troops compared to the level of base. So this guy comes in with using grenadiers and tanks. I don't know if that's the smartest thing to do. I don't know, because there's a lot of double hits back here. I don't know if it'd be worth it or not. I've noticed a lot of people using the strategy, just grenadiers and task force operations. Since I've been out of the loop that much for that long, I don't know if that's like actually a thing, like doing it. Anyway, it's been like my first legit task force attack forever, basically. Back when INTELIZER was created, and that was like over a year ago, so it's been a while. So I'm just gonna call it my first task force attack ever. Even though it's not quite my first task force attack, it's like my task force attack after they made all these changes to the task forces, so it's like the current one. So that was that base. Then we're moving on to him, and this is King Kong attacking this base. This base was like, did he solo this base? I think he soloed this base. And look how many mines that blew up there. That was insane. Anyway, we're gonna speed it up here. He is losing quite a few. This guy's pretty good. This guy's pretty good. Anyway, yeah, you guys could join if you want. There's one more spot open. You probably need to be quite a high number of medals. I see a lot of people asking to join my task force in Boom Beach, and I figured, okay, well, I might as well join a task force because you guys want to see gameplay or something like that. And usually we'll do Tinderbox, but recently we've been doing bottleneck. I don't know if this bottleneck is harder or easier. I guess I'll see after this base. And anyway, yes, King Kong is on the HQ. He's destroying it. It's just going to take a while, but he does end up pulling off a successful victory. So this is 610. The other one is 690. So it's a step up than whatever it's called. Yeah, bottleneck is a step down, I mean. There you go. And this is Cav 1. He's coming in with tanks. Very low amounts of HP. Base is pretty much all cleared. I don't know, it seems like a lot of wasted attacks taking out all this stuff. That was always a problem, and that's kind of why I abolished INTELIZER, because a lot of people were just going behind the base, just soaking up all this just for an easy attack without losing any troops. Like I said in my top operation tips and tricks, you need to be able to risk your whole troops' health for everything. You need to be able to kill all your troops. But then there's always these types of attacks where you get off. And recently you'll get like 2.2 million gold or 1 million iron or 24 diamonds. That's pretty much what it's been lately. But I really, it's like I was maxed out on iron the other day, and then I like lost it all. I don't know how. Like I had no iron when I woke up. I don't know if I upgraded something. I completely forgot. It was like a week ago. So it's like iron has been an issue for me to find. It's been hard. It's been a pain. Don't know if you guys are having the same way. Hopefully after this update, iron will become more in abundance. And look at that path. Look at that. It looks so cool. Never really noticed that before. So yeah. So Boom Beach actually has a chart with how much loot they have in the game currently circulating, and they could like tell if like iron is super low, like no one has iron, and they try to keep. I believe they try to keep all the resources pretty much balanced, maybe a little more gold than usual, and all the other resources balanced. So it's just a balanced, overall balanced game where you get equal amounts of resources. So let's say the iron levels are dropping, they'll just add more iron to Dr. Terror. So you could kind of tell if something is overabundant or underabundant by what Dr. Tear offers, or Dr. T. Look at that, like the very last moment those rockets turn. That's so weird. Anyway, yeah, so it's kind of cool if you think about it. Like, Dr. Tear offers 10,000 more iron for each base, then you know that iron was dropping for that week. And it's, yeah, I just love thinking about that type of stuff. But yeah, this guy is F1 Eagle. He's going to be able to soak up a victory here. Well, moving on to my attack, I had an amazing attack, guys. And I was able to, no one else here attacked Black River. And we had quite a few attacks left. We had like 10 attacks left, but I was able to secure victory. I mean, not secure victory, I was able to clear a lot. So I decided to go from the right with tanks. I did do a mini boost, not too much, so that's why I said it was my first real operation attack. Speeding it on ×4 because it's like a 2-minute 30 raid. I'll put it on ×2 now. And yeah, we'll just watch it kind of soak through. I'm also recording this in HD quality, not the 1280 by 720, but the 1080, no, 1920 by 1080, I don't know. One of those, it's the higher level. It's the HD. 1280 by 720 is not HD. And this is HD, the 1920 by 1080 is HD. So, here we go. These guys are just destroying everything. I was able to take it down quite a bit. It may not look like an attack. I tried to avoid all this stuff because the guy attacking after me will not need to destroy all that. I also tried to eliminate all this stuff, stay away from all that. And the rockets were a pain, but I was able, I'll speed it up here to ×4. I was able to drain the HQ down to like 120, 150,000. Or like 100 to 200,000. So HKG122 was able to come in. He's one of our lower level players. He was able to come in and get a victory. He's gonna come up here. He could have easily avoided this, but he decided to take it out and take out some of these buildings while he's barraging the HQ. I don't know. Yeah, he could have easily went in, but yeah, it probably would have killed more if he went in. So he's just using artillery to take it out. As soon as it goes out, the base blows up. As you guys know, you get all those task force points. I had 99 force points, so not the best, not the worst either. So now we're going to jump onto the current operation, which is pretty much the exact same, but the bases are totally different. So this is Kwai. The base is pretty much cleared, and it's going to be an easy victory. I don't know if he used all artillery or barrages. You could see there he tried to do it, but I guess he wanted to test out and see how strong his things were. Yeah, see, like, this is a waste. Like, destroying all this stuff up here, that's just a waste. Like, you just want to try to defeat it with the lowest amount of taxes possible. But this operation is super, super easy, so it's a lot easier to pull off a successful victory with less attacks. But as soon as you start getting on higher bases, you really need to watch useless attacks. You really need to take action if someone does do useless attacks over and over again. And that was a major problem in INTELIZER back in the day. Okay, so this one didn't have too many useless attacks. This guy was able to pull off a victory. He's using a great combination for this because cannons aren't that big against tanks. They don't do too much against tanks. And he's just trying to stay out of range and just be focused on the HQ. He's taking out the shock, going to be doing a re-flare back. Stay out of range of all the cannons, be able to pull off a victory on that, which is amazing. Good job, Hylos. And then we got Porsche coming in. He's level 50. He's also one of our lower level players. This one also had a lot of useless attacks. Like all the stuff back here, useless. All that stuff, useless. But yeah, you could have took that out with artillery, and I don't think you realized that. But yeah, you could have easily took that out with artillery. But he's going to go behind the base. I don't know why, when you could just take it out with artillery. But he's just going to flare in and be able to pull off a victory pretty much of just his heavies. Everyone gets a lightning bolt and everything blows up. So good job. What was his? Porsche. Good job in beating quota and getting all of his force points. It was like 155 or 145. This is one of the harder bases. They just cleared a path to it. A guy used grenadiers to clear like pretty much the entire map. All that. And then there was a guy who cleared like this area around the HQ. Like, I wish you could see where I was pointing, but you can't. Yeah, the first attack cleared pretty much all of this. Second attack cleared all of this. Then the third attack, or maybe, no, the fourth attack. This is the fourth attack. The third attack also helped clear that area also. I mean, the fourth attack's just going to come in and beat the base. Now, you probably didn't need heavies. You could have definitely just used Zukas. But the heavies are good just for tanking the shock launcher. And yeah, that was actually a great idea because Heavies are a great tank against shock launchers because shock launchers do no damage whatsoever, but it would have killed the Zukas if he didn't have that, even though he would have dealt more damage. But yes, this was a successful victory after like 5 attacks, so good job with that. Let's actually see how many attacks. Tech, 1, and then we got 2, and then third attack. Yeah, a third attack, not 5. I was a little off, only a little. Anyway, guys, expect more operation videos. We have 1 base left to beat, and we have a lot more attacks, and yeah, it will be an easy victory. We have 8 attacks left, and if we go here, we're going to go to here, we're going to hit stats, go to member stats. We don't have very good stats. Like, look at that stats. We have, this task force was created 400 days ago, which is amazing. They started 147